This is going to be a complete guide on how you can duplicate in Fortnite Save the World. Now there's going to be a few things you will need. First thing is a second account. If you don't have a second account, you can just get another person, a friend, a stranger, doesn't really matter. If you don't know where to find one of those, you can join my Discord server, or you can just go on lockbot. Now I'm not sure if lockbot has many people willing to dupe with others. You know, maybe not. Give it a go. Give it a shot. It is worth it. Now, the other thing you'll need is Discord, of course, and you know that's very easy to get. It doesn't take much time to get it. Just make an account and everything. I don't think I need to walk you guys through that. You will probably already have Discord. Now, once you've got all those things, you want to come and join the Lockbot Discord server. Now, I'll have a link for this in the description. It's the invite link, I believe, is just lockbot. It's just LOKBOT. Then once you've done that, you want to come all the way down into bot commands. And there's a bunch of people speaking in it, but you just want to go / and then log in auth. You want to click enter on that. And once that's there, if you're already authenticated into the browser, which means if you're already signed in into the default browser that your PC or your iPhone or laptop or iPad or whatever you're using, if that is already signed in into the default browser, you just want to click link 1. If it's not, you want to click link 2. Once you click link 2, you just want to log in, and then you want to go out, and then you want to click link 1. It'll give you a authorization code. Just want to click send auth code here, and then copy the authorization code that you got from link 1, send it there, and then it's done. Once you've done that, you're completely set up. You just want to click on lockbot, send a message, and you know there's 2 words there as well that you should probably do: subscribe and like. It does help me out. But once you've done that, you want to come into the game. Now the host will be the one with lockbot. They'll be the one using it, and the alt account doesn't need anything. In fact, they need nothing. They need to have nothing in their backpack. Well, I mean they can, but it's better if they have nothing. If you guys have stuff in your backpack, that's fine. It just means you will have less room to duplicate. And the host wants items. Now I've got all these traps, so I'm going to be duplicating them. Now, once we've done all of that, we'll just invite the alt account here. So it should look something like this. The host will be the party leader, of course, that's why they're called the host. And this is the very first step. This is where we get set up right now. So once we've done that, we want a glitched home base. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll put a picture up on screen, maybe. I also have videos for it. I'll link one down in the comments below. Now once we have a glitched home base and all that stuff, we can come over into Twine Pinks, which is where my glitched home base is. So I'll just click on launch. And now I'm going to be using my phone just because it's a bit easier for me. I'll do /fastswap2. I'll send that out. As you can see, /fastswap2 sent down there, and we're going to do that 4 times. So there's 1, there's 2, and then there's the last one. So I will launch with both the accounts. You want to be doing the same. Just tell your friend once they can launch the game to launch their game. Now I will also be using an auto clicker. It's already running. I'm just going to need to open up Task Manager real quickly. And auto clicker here and task. Okay. Now we can then open it. And I will be using an auto clicker just because it is a lot easier for me to drop things. You guys don't need an auto clicker. The timing is perfectly fine unless it takes you 5 or 10 minutes to drop, you know, a few traps, then you should be good. So as long as you're not slow, then you'll be fine to be able to do the glitch. I recommend dropping as much as you can. It just makes it glitch a lot easier. And also try not to make it overflow. Try not to overflow the traps that you're dropping, because you can't pick them up, otherwise it will ruin the glitch and you'll have to redo it, which is kind of annoying. So I'm just going to come over here. Here's the glitched home base, as you guys can see. We've got a 20 by 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, which is about 2400 layers, and then 2400 traps times 2, because there's 2 traps on each layer, or 2 traps worth. We've got the ceiling and the floor, which means we've got about 4,800, almost 5,000 traps. In fact, we probably do have 5,000 traps because I've got some down the bottom here as well. Now we'll just open this up, go to where we want to drop, and I will actually get this auto clicker ready. So I click on that, and we want to clear. We'll pick a point, which will be drop. Pick another point, max, because we want to drop the max, and then click drop. Okay, that's done. We can also come here, go to clicking, go to repeat. You can do 0 milliseconds. I do 50 because otherwise sometimes it doesn't drop full stacks if you're doing it too quickly. Now just click F8, which is my hotkey, and we will start dropping. If you guys again don't have an auto clicker, just drop them how you usually would drop items. So we'll sit here for a bit, and then we will go and pick them up with our alt account. Now you guys shouldn't have any problems if you're doing the steps that I am giving you. If you're doing them correctly, following them exactly the way I am, then it will be perfect. Now I do recommend building these glitch home bases properly. If you aren't, that is fine, I guess. It just won't work for you, but that's the only thing that could be messing up, and you'll know if you're messing it up. I'll just come here and click all these fast swaps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll leave during that sparkle sound. Now, as you guys can tell, I did click cycle 10 times. You want to click cycle 10 times on all of them, and you just want to do that once, and that will be done, and then we'll be kicked out. But if you guys are doing the you should get that. If you're doing it properly, you will get this message. You just want to click continue, come to your armory, come to storage, click confirm. That's just saying that you can't modify, which of course you can see that we can't. And then you want to click on one of your materials. I just do metal. You can do wood, you can do brick, or you can do metal. Now I say this because you shouldn't be transferring the items that you've just duped. I'm not sure if you can, but I just don't do it. It's a lot easier, and it avoids problems if you're just doing a material. And then we'll wait until we can transfer. Now you guys will know if your base, or you have built the glitched home base incorrectly by it not, when you transfer, your duped items will disappear, or when you load back out, that pop-up that we got, that won't come up. If you're not getting either of those, then it means that your glitched home base is not glitched enough. Sometimes it can also be because you did not fast swap properly. Again, just write the 4 ones and then click 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then wait for that sparkle sound. You guys should have heard it, and you want to leave through the party. Now, as you can see, we'll be kicked out. This is going to be an infinite loading screen. If it isn't, again, it's because you don't have enough traps in the home base. You guys will not have any problems with the dupe if you are doing it the exact same way as I'm doing it. The only problem that you could be having is your glitched home base is not glitched properly, which, as you saw, mine was the way it's meant to be. If you don't know how to build a glitched home base, again, I have videos on it. I will link you guys a video down in the description. If you don't want to watch a video, I'll run you through it really quickly. I recommend building at least 2400. In fact, I recommend that as the maximum as well, unless you are in a place like Stonewood or Blankerton. Twine Peaks is a lot laggier than the others, so I recommend doing it there. It shouldn't affect it too much, but I just recommend it doing it like that. But basically, you want to build a 20 by 20 layer out of any material. Don't bother upgrading it. And once you build a 20 by 20 layer, you want to do that 6 more times. Then you should have 20 by 20 is 400, and times by 6 is 2400, which means you are 100 off the max build limit, which means you have a few extra builds to place if you'd like to have a ramp up or something. So once you've done that, then you want to go and place ceiling drop traps and ceiling electric fields. You can do other ceiling traps like ceiling zappers and stuff. I just recommend these two because they are better in my opinion. If you're not using them, it should still work, but again, don't use silly ones that you shouldn't be using. I think gas traps should be fine, but I just recommend sealing drop traps and sealing electric fields. Then for the floors, you want to be using anti-air traps and tar pits as well. Don't use retractable floor spikes. Don't use normal floor or wooden floor spikes. You can use healing pads. Don't use floor launchers. You can use freeze, and I think you can use flame grills. But again, if it isn't working and you have used any of those traps other than anti-airs and tar pits, then that is why, because the traps that you're using are not the right ones. Now we can transfer. I didn't notice. That might have been a bit slow. However, our items will still stay there. As you can see, we've got more than enough time. So we'll click transfer, and then I like to transfer back. You can leave it in there, but I like to transfer it back because I don't want one piece of metal sitting in my storage. And now our game will start going, loading back in. So once that happens, our alt account, we just force close the alt account, and then we load Fortnite back up. Now, for the host, you do absolutely nothing. Do not do anything. You can do some things, but I recommend not doing anything, just to make sure that you're, not messing anything up. I'll run you through some of the things that you shouldn't be doing. Loading into any kind of game, changing any schematic, updating anything in the llama shop, updating anything in your hero loadouts, upgrading heroes, upgrading survivors, changing survivors, doing your upgrades, researching, using XP boosts, possibly doing your quest logs, like changing quests, and also possibly adding friends and stuff like that. Basically anything that updates the game, do not do it. I believe you can transfer to and from your storage, but other than that, do not do anything that changes the game. Just sit here and wait. If you can't, then go on your phone or something. Do not do anything that you shouldn't be doing. Now, we didn't get the pop-up, but usually there is a what will happen is you'll load back into Save the World, and it will say, do you want to join active game session or active game session found? Do you want to reconnect? Just force close your game again, and then do that until you get into Battle Royale. Now, Teddy Launcher is the same as Lockbot. Essentially, Lockbot is better, in my opinion. It's a lot better, in fact. As you can see, our items are here. I'll just show you guys real quick, but there they are. Lockbot is a lot better because the wait time to get back in is a lot less with Teddy. If you dupe with Teddy, when you try and load back in my experience, I had to force close my game like 5 or 6 times, It took a long time. It does take a long time. It is so much easier just to use Lockbot because you don't have to do all of that. Sometimes you do get it. Most I've gotten with Lockbot is about 2, I think. That's very rare. Usually you get 1, sometimes you get 0. I used to get 0 all the time, but I've started getting 1 a few times, but that's about it. Lockbot's a lot better with that, and also you've got fast swap. I'm not sure about Teddy if it does have the same sort of fast swap. I've noticed with Lockbot it is a lot better. Use Lockbot, don't use Teddy. If you don't know, maybe you're messing up the timing, or maybe you can't click the buttons fast enough or something, then you can use Teddy, but again, it will just be less efficient. Teddy's more of the baby version of Lockbot. It's more for the people that do not know how to I guess get the timing properly. It's more for the people who can't dupe properly. But Teddy is an option. I recommend again just using Lockbot. Other than that, if you guys do want to see more content, make sure you just leave a like and subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but at least leave a like. It does help me out a lot. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you next time.